answer the questions. I would, if I were to pick up the questions to answer Carmen, I would do that towards the end of the interview. And there will be a replay. I hope Eddie is helping me to record this. If not, I'll have to figure it out myself. Already my best interview, just having that hot lady sitting in front of the camera, right? I know. Thanks, Jason.
For saying that.
I know it's easy these days. All you have to do is not talk too much. Put someone super hot or have a cat rolling around the floor, and then you get tons of hearts and tons of followers.
You got Milo rolling around.
Yeah.
How cool.
So anyway, I think we're about time. So let's get things started. This is Carmen that you are looking at. She is from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
In fact, she is from a very special place in Hong Kong.
Yeah. It's a very tiny island near the airport called Pingchao.
Where? Pingchao.
Pingchao.
How big is the island?
How big? I don't know the exact size of it, but it's definitely one of the smallest islands of Hong Kong.
How many people live in Pingchao?
I think now it's around 4,000 to 5,000.
4,000 to 5,000 people.
Yeah, because it has been up and down for the past few years.
Okay. I heard that there's actually a special group of people living in Pingchao.
Well, Pingchao is a fisherman island. So, like my mom's side, they're originally from Pingchao. So it's a group of fishermen that grew up and like originally from there. And I'm one of them.
So you used to be a fisherman?
No, my family is, so I'm one of them.
I see. So do they still have nets and boats on the seaside? And all
my
that?
mom's aunts, they still do. They still do fishermen in South Asia. So.
I see. Okay, how's the business for fishermen?
Well, on Pingchao, it's good for sure because Pingchao people, we all eat seafood. So it's one of the main food of Pingchao. So every day they go out and catch fish and eat fresh. So definitely we love it. And of course the business is still good.
Okay. I don't think I've been to Pingchao yet.
No, I don't think so.
If I were to go there, I would visit you, right?
Definitely. And well, actually, Pingchao is not a well-known place in Hong Kong. Even the local people, they may not know about Pingchao. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You need to take a boat from Hong Kong to Pingchao. How long is the boat ride?
It depends because there's two kinds of ferry. One is fast, one is 25 minutes from Central, and then 40 minutes from Central if you take a ferry.
So you've been living in Pingchao since you were born?
Yeah, I actually born on Pingchao, which is very few people that actually born on Pingchao. Mostly the people, they would transport themselves to Hong Kong Island, to some big hospitals, and give birth to baby. But my mom especially used to labor me when she walked past the house swimming on Pingchao, and I was born literally on the island.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any clinics? There are clinics in Pingchao, right?
Yeah, the only
Hospital.
country is no
Hospital.
How you spell Pingchao is P-I-N-G.
Pingchao is P-I-N-G.
Nope. P-E-N-G. C-H-A-U.
Yeah.
Pingchao. Yeah, but in Cantonese we call it
Pingchao.
Pingzhou. That's the island. So, so living in Pingzhou, what is it? How is it different than living in? Have you ever lived in the city?
Yes. Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of. Because as I said, I'm born and raised on Pingchao. Pingchao is very quiet. It's, as I say, it's a very tiny island, so it means not much people on it. And we have no cars. No, we do. Ambulance and fire trucks. That's the only cars on Pingchao, and there's no like roads for cars. So the main transport on Pingchao is by walk and by bicycle. So yeah, and
You have to pick up the phone.
no, I don't.
Okay.
And I forgot the question already.
Transportation.
Oh yeah, transportation. And yeah, and the main transport to outside world is ferry. So yeah,
Okay.
that's quite easy.
So if you want to go to an island in Hong Kong that has no cars, I guess you guys can check out Pingzhou. I feel like I need to. Huh?
Lemma has no car.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a couple islands in Hong Kong that you can actually access with ferries or boats, and they don't have cars as well. There's actually quite a number of islands around Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she single? I'm not going to ask that question yet. So, okay, but how do you feel it's like if, can you tell if a person is from Quezon or in Hong Kong, the city?
You can definitely tell a person if that person is from an island or if that's a city person. But if they're from Quezon, then you can't tell. Because most of the island people, they look pretty much the same.
How do you describe Quezon people, like different from Hong Kong people?
We're definitely more dark skinned because we're always under the sun.
Okay.
And most of us were like seafood, crazy about seafood.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, we don't scare of bugs, cockroaches, and rats. Most of us, and we mostly quite sporty. Like we like sports a lot.
For your record, Hong Kong city people, for example, my wife, she hates bugs. She's a city person, right? So if you live in the island, I guess that's.
Yeah, because we're around by all kinds of bugs and insects and reptiles and stuff like that. I grew up with them, so I play with like geckos when I'm little, and I don't scare. I catch like dragonfly and tie a little string and let it fly around. That's my toy when I was a kid.
That's animal torture.
Well, you don't know when you're a kid. You know, that's how you learn from stuff. You know.
How do you catch a dragonfly and tie them up?
Well, they usually have like a breeding season, so they all around like little ponds of water, and they fly around to breed there, and then they are not quite moving that fast. So when you're a kid, you move faster. I can't catch one for sure right now. So you catch it, and then you just be gentle to catch a tail, and then just ask your friend to very gently tie a string, and then you fly around like a balloon. You know?
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I know. Not much island people would do that, but yeah, that's how we grew up on Quezon.
People still do it these days?
A little glitchy, sorry.
Environment that you don't like anything that makes you so stressed, like the car noise, people talking. It's definitely one of the best places to live on Quezon. But you enjoy like tonight, like you like going out for drinks, you like hanging out with all the people around you. Quezon is not your cup of tea. Do not come to Quezon because you will get so bored there and you're like dying there. And if you enjoy like quiet environment, you like birds singing in the morning to wake you up, and you enjoy the ocean sound like when you're sitting on the bench, Quezon is definitely the place.
Cool. So, guys, just to keep you an update, there's about 30 people looking at you,
Hi.
checking out this video. If you guys feel like this is something your friends might be interested, you can also share this to your friends to follow. We're going to be doing this for another 30 minutes, so it's going to get more and more interesting when we talk about her tattoo career, I suppose. So what you want to do is you want to swipe and share it to your friends. Whoever's following you, they can actually see this as well. Yeah? All right, so let's move to something more related to Hong Kong as a whole.
Okay.
What do you like about Hong Kong?
Hong Kong is, I think a lot of people know it's a very multicultural area. So basically, you can find any kind of people from anywhere on the world in Hong Kong, and they all living here together. And I'm not saying there's no conflict, but definitely quite harmony for now. And there's all kind of foods. Those people, they open their own private kitchen and stuff like that. And you can visit the world just in Hong Kong. That's what I like about it. You can meet all kind of people. You can hear stories from all kind of people that you don't need to visit the country. But of course, I love travel. Definitely go visit the country after you meet the people in Hong Kong. So if you would like to enjoy a diversity like this, definitely Hong Kong is an amazing place for that.
Okay. And what do you not like about Hong Kong?
Noise. I hate noise. And because I grew up on an island, so when I hear a lot of people like talking, loud talking, and I hate noise. And because I think because I grew up on the island, so when I hear a lot of people like talking, loud talking, and screaming, and just car horning, I'll be like screaming. So noise is one of the worst thing I hate about Hong Kong. But walking at the very least night in Hong Kong is that you can touch people, not the peak hour.
This tattoo place where this tattoo studio we're in is actually located in Sai Ying. It's a west end of Hong Kong Island and actually one of the older parts of Hong Kong. So I guess it's not too noisy for you, right? You've been working on this.
Yeah, because happened that the owner for my boss, the owner of the job, he doesn't really like noisy places also. So he found this small alley in the middle of the old district, and actually it's not far from the noisy area, but here this little alley is really quiet, and we are not yet too away from the crowd, so which is perfect.
So tell us about how you became a tattoo artist. I don't even know the story of you.
But being a tattoo artist is a very funny story. So I was a makeup artist and a body painter first, and then I was thinking to get my first tattoo done. So I get to know my boss from the previous from the place that he used to work, and then happened that place that he used to work is looking for apprentice. So I sent my artwork to them and stuff like that. And then they were like, "Oh, you're good. So you should start learning as a student with us, something like that." But end up I didn't take any course from that shop because they suddenly charged me a crazy amount of money, and I don't have that amount of money with me. So I kind of forget about it. And then my boss changed to work in another studio, and the owner of that studio is happened to looking for apprentice also. So he bring my artwork to him and show it to him, and he called me and say that, well, he's looking for apprentice, and he thinks you're good. You want to come in or something? And I was like, wow, perfect. And that was one of the biggest shops in Hong Kong. So I just go and I now working in the industry now.
And how many years ago was this?
When I first start learning, I think it was 2009 or 2000. It was flight attendant then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you were a flight attendant,
yeah,
and then you were a makeup artist,
yeah,
and then you did body paint,
yeah,
and then now you're a tattoo artist.
yeah.
Okay. So how do you like your job?
I love the job because because since I'm a kid, I enjoy drawing and art, all kind of art, drawing instructor, face, one stuff like that. And my dream was being in when I was a kid. And so, of course, since time go on, you forget about your dream. And somehow, after I start working, I realized I need to do something that I like. So I start learning makeup. It's something that is also painting something on people's face. And then I get to know about body painting and stuff because coincidentally I know an artist who do this in UK. And somehow now I think, why not go in, make it more advanced, make a permanent art on somebody's body? And I happen to know some tattoo artists and happen to get a chance to be a tattoo artist. So that's how I get into it.
And when you first learned tattoo, like I assume you're not going to do the first tattoo on your clients, right?
No, they actually have some artificial skin. It's like a rubber or American or something. So you practice on it, and then eventually you ask your friend to be the victim. So you text on the skin if they're willing to. But of course, I promise to fix that for them. And yeah, that's how I practice. So not pig skin. A lot of people think that, are you practicing on pig skin and stuff? No, it's not hygiene anymore. You don't want to ruin your machine, and tattooing something is not hygiene. So now it's on artificial skin or on your victim's body.
And how long do you have to learn? I mean, practice before actually doing one for real, like to charge money.
How to say? When I just start, because I start as a part-time student, so my journey is a little longer than normal people. A lot of people, if they take it as a full-time study, they will probably be a full-time artist around 1 year time. For me, that takes very long because, as I say, I was a flight attendant. I fly around a lot, so I don't normally stay in the studio and learn. So it takes me quite a long time to able to really charge for tattoo. But as practice-wise, because what our practice was, they give us a light fee, like a red pocket. So whatever rent the money they will pay for us is some kind of lucky thing. So I received the red pocket and then I do the tattoo for the victim. Yeah, and I think I really started being a tattoo artist, like charging for a real tattoo job was like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many tattoos have you done so far?
I didn't count, so I think so. I think more than 1,000 something.
More than 1,000 tattoos. Okay. So what's your favorite tattoo to do on people?
I enjoy doing watercolor for now, like watercolor style, and something with a lot of fine details. And I enjoy doing realistic, not hyper realistic, but the sort of realistic style tattoo. So I think that with a lot of colors, fine lines, and details is what I enjoy. Of course, if the person who enjoys the thing, it takes a little longer for finishing the tattoo.
Okay. And what was I gonna ask? Tattoo thing. Back in the old days in Hong Kong, tattoo hasn't become a trend until what, the the recent 10 years?
I think it's until David Beckham got the tattoo in Hong Kong
Oh, really?
years ago.
How many years was that?
I think almost
10 years ago. But before that, most people won't do tattoo. Most local Hong Kong people, I mean, unless they're with the triads,
yeah.
they won't get
It's
tattoos.
a sign of being brave and like they don't feel the pain or something. So in the old days, Hong Kong people they get tattoos usually like old-fashioned dragon, tiger, like to show how beautiful they are. Yeah. And the first ever tattoo shop in Hong Kong just closed down not long ago. So,
Really?
yeah, it's called Ricky Tattoo in one part. It was the first ever tattoo shop. They used to only mainly do tattoo for Navy, like USA Navy, some Hong Kong. So they do old school kind of style. And a month ago, they closed because the landlord took over, like something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he gonna open it now?
No, because he's really, his son is already got a few shops in Hong Kong. So that shop is not gonna reopen. He's already a legend in history.
But he's basically retiring, so.
Yeah.
Okay. But his style is very traditional, I would
Yeah,
say.
old school Japanese or US kind of old school style. So they do a lot of Japanese style dragon, Japanese style photo fish, or US old school style peanut girl, stuff like that.
Okay. And what about after David Beckham? Now people who come in to get tattoos. What are the kind of people who would get tattoos?
All kind of people. We have law enforcement people. We have teacher, student. We also have like a mom bringing a girl here for birthday gift for 16 or something like that. And I just so you know, in Hong Kong, tattooing teenagers is illegal. Only 18 or above.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't get a tattoo if you're under 18?
There is a law like protecting teenagers or something like that. But if they're 16 or above, they can get consent from their parents. Only from their parents or legal guardian.
But who gets arrested? Like if I get a tattoo,
I don't know. There's no case in Hong Kong yet, but we don't want to like being caught by law enforcement saying that something about us getting the tattoo on somebody's body.
okay. So I guess the youngest, officially the youngest tattoo you have done is 18.
Yes.
What about the oldest person?
For me, it's not too old. Though. It's around 40 something.
Okay.
It's the mom of my old client's mom. And the oldest client for this job was done by my boss. She was 70 something, and she was here for her first tattoo.
What did she get?
I remember she get a flower or something, yeah, on her forearm. Very hardcore. She get it 1 second done.
Okay. What's the craziest tattoo you've ever done?
I got asked this question a lot. It's
Yeah.
nothing very crazy for me. I would say nothing really super crazy for me yet. Nothing in the private place. Nothing like under the armpit and things like that. But I do have the funniest tattoo that I ever made. Is smiley face on the arm, on the hand. Also.
Smiley face on the hand.
Yeah, why it's so funny? Because that she already have 2 moles on it, and I only make a smile for it.
Oh.
And to make it look the same color.
So you're basically drawing on top of the mold. I mean, tattooing on top of the mold.
Slightly on the mold, but and then I add a smile to make it a complete smiley face. So it's the funniest tattoo I ever made.
I was gonna say that's not funny.
Yeah, but it's quite cute.
Yeah. But you know, if there were to be 2 molds and then you were to draw like a smiley face and then paint it yellow, I guess that would get kind of funny.
Oh, I did try to convince her doing that, but she was like, I know she's model, so she doesn't want that obvious. She wants something very like not quite see the tattoo.
Yeah.
So that's how I think.
I was telling my viewers like if I ever to do a tattoo, because I can't think of what to get, right?
Yeah.
The closest thing that I would want to get is a Homer Simpson on my butt.
Sure.
I don't think that would be anything pretty.
No, Simpson is cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, but I don't think Salford would like it. My wife.
Sure. You need to get approval from your other half. Definitely.
Yeah? Okay, well, yeah, so we talked about this as well. So if someone were to get a tattoo, like, I know it's not really permanent these days because you can actually use laser to remove it, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to get a tattoo, like, what would you consider first, you know?
Definitely something that is going stuck in your mind and you're thinking, I'm gonna get it. It's not something that you're like, you're like at home, it's like, maybe I get a flower. And then eventually you will paint it. So definitely think through. Think for a long time if you want to get a person to. Unless it's something very meaningful. It could be someone who passed, you want to memory that person, or something that is blood related to you, like your children, your parents. I'm not saying not your wife. Because a lot of people think that they love the other half so much, but just keep in your mind that any relationship that is not blood related could change. But if you think that, I definitely love her until you in front of you of the world, okay, that's okay. Yeah, but not girlfriend, boyfriend. Definitely not girlfriend, boyfriend. Your pets maybe. Yeah, if you're not gonna give up your pet until the end of the day, get your pet name is fine.
So I should get my kid's name if I have I should get my kid's tattoo on me, but not necessarily my wife.
Not necessarily.
I see.
Some
I don't think she's watching this. She doesn't care anything about my horoscope.
Okay, cool.
By the way, my wife's name is Salford, and Carmen knows her as well. So. Inside joke. Okay, so I guess there's never a perfect tattoo, and sometimes people are not happy about their tattoos.
Yeah,
There has to be chances that people are not happy about their tattoo.
that's a lot.
So what happens?
Well, usually people, if they get a big tattoo with tons of details in it, we suggest them to go for a laser treatment just try to remove as much details as possible. If they want to just remove it as much as they can. Or if you want, you can come over for a cover up. So we can try to think about some design that can use your original tattoo, or we can cover the tattoo that you don't want. But most of the time, if you would like to do a cover up, we would definitely need a lot bigger than what you already have. So if in case you have a small tattoo like this, maybe if you want a design that's going to use up that area, it could go up to that big to make the design. So that's why I say if you want to get a tattoo, think through, because you don't want something stuck on your body forever. And also laser treatment is not 100% that can remove the tattoo, and it's 10 times more painful than getting a tattoo. That's why
It's 10 times more.
10 times more painful. That's what people say. I did try myself. It's painful, but it's not too hard. But I'm not really feeling pain at all. So don't trust my scale of pain. So and also, if you're getting a tattoo laser, it's not always getting a good result because it may form scar and it may not heal well. And some people, they are not actually qualified for that, and they may burn your skin to blister, and it's just damaging your own skin. So make sure things do.
Now, getting a tattoo done on a person, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And when you're doing it, obviously you have to focus on it, right?
Yeah.
And when you're focused on it, what is it going on your mind? Like when you actually do a tattoo.
Now I don't really think when I do a tattoo. So if I'm doing the lines, I'm basically only focusing on the needle, the point of needle, and the stencil on the person's body. Make sure my lines is following the stencil on the skin. To make sure that I'm not missing out anything or making anything wrong. And if I'm doing colors, I'm constantly working on it's not so as what it is when on the paper, because human skin is not paper, so you're not completely white. And also, I need to basically constantly think about what color I should use to make the tattoo look brighter and looks the best on the person. So basically, during the whole process, my brain is thinking the idea if there's anything that I need to see.
Okay. And do you feel like you want to interact with the person that's getting a tattoo, or you just don't want to talk to them at all?
Depends. Usually, I would try to make a conversation, but if I need to be really concentrated, for example, I'm doing something really strict long lines, I definitely not talking, and I would make the person not talking because he can't shake, he can't move to make sure the lines is straight. If I can talk, I would definitely ask something. And some people will definitely need a conversation to, like, make sure they don't feel that much pain because they need something to distract them. And I will definitely talk to them. And I will talk when I can talk. But when I can't talk, then I will just keep silent because I'm too concentrated. And yeah, but for me, I constantly would check on the person, try to make it like a small talk, like how you feel now, is it painful, do you need a break, and things like that. And make sure the person is still awake. Because some people may pass out without time. So, and it's not about too painful. Some people just react to it and just pass out. So
They pass out when they get it.
they pass out, yeah. They literally pass out. So I will keep on checking if the person is not moving for a little while. So I will check on them. Depends. Because some people, when they get a tattoo, they really worry that they're gonna disturb your process, and even they don't feel well, they are not gonna tell you.
Okay.
That's why I need to keep on checking. Yeah.
And can people fall asleep when they get tattoos?
Definitely, like myself. I would fall asleep when I get tattooed. And also depends on where though. There's some area you definitely need to move around to adjust your posture for your artist. So if somewhere that you can lie down and you don't need to move, you definitely will fall asleep. For me, I will fall asleep.
Okay, cool. Now, moving a little bit more on the personal note.
Okay.
So you live in Hong Kong, you've changed a few jobs, now you're a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
What are the personal lessons that you've learned in life with, just things in general?
Things in general, because, especially because I know because I'm also a first aider, and then working in a tattoo shop, you tend to meet a lot of people come here because they have a big story behind them. It's usually about uh, their life, you know, and you definitely when you meet people that they just uh, have a like a cure, have a cancer cure, that they just come back from ICU or something like that, or some people they're law enforcement. They tell you why they're getting tattooed because they want to make sure remember the job is to save people. And as a first aider, I'm not saying I save people, but I did see life pass in front of me before. So definitely live your life like no tomorrow. And that's all I'm gonna say. You just live your life like no tomorrow, and just love yourself for sure. Because the only way that you can love other people is you treat yourself good, love yourself, and live like no tomorrow. Enjoy your moment, because you never know what happens next moment.
Okay, cool. And when you tell people you're a tattoo artist,
Yeah.
what do people usually react?
Whoa, really? Can I get a tattoo from you? Something like that. It's always the first thing. And they would like ask tons of questions. Is it painful? Of course, tattoo is painful. There's tons of needle going through to your skin.
Yeah.
And just about how painful you can take. And they also ask like, is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna last forever? Do I need to touch up all the time? And things like that. This is all the questions I will get when they go down to the toilet. Or they will show me their old tattoo. Like, can you help me to redone it and stuff like that.
Okay. And what about the older generation? When you tell them you're a tattoo artist, do they have
It is quite funny for the older generation. For example, my mom and dad, they quite support me as a tattoo artist. They think it's a job. It's just like makeup artist. They think it's the same thing. But when they think about that, you also getting tattoo on yourself, they'll be like, "Oh no! Don't harm your own skin. Don't do that. You can tattoo people, but don't get tattoo on yourself," and things like that. It's all the old generation people talk about that on me. I'm like, so you're like talking to a makeup artist and tell them to don't put makeup on. It's the same thing.
I think there's still a social stigma on tattoos for the older generation, and
Yeah.
they feel like it's not like the traditional occupations in Hong Kong that, especially a girl would do.
True. And also they think that like, because for me, I have tattoo on my forearm that's somewhere quite obvious to see. So they will think, what if you want to change your career? Like, what if you don't want your tattoo anymore? But our job to like let them know that I actually think through before I get a tattoo. I enjoy to permanently on my body and things like that. They just don't understand because the old tattoo industry is only for cancer people, and to them it's something still quite hard to accept. So I still get a lot of people phoning me and gossiping on the street.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Even nowadays?
Even nowadays, yeah.
What do they say? Like,
Looking like lady, you got so many tattoos. Like, I'm not a lot compared to a lot of people in Hong Kong. And lucky that I don't look like pure Chinese in a way. So they may think that I'm just a girl with a foreign influence culture that enjoy having tattoo on my body. Because if I do look like a traditional Hong Kong girl, they definitely do a lot more comment on my body.
and that's something very strange. Like the tolerance level for a foreigner to do something
Yeah,
is higher than a local person getting something exactly the same.
yeah,
When they're both like, just normal people. So
Yeah.
why can a foreign person do this and it's okay, but not for a local person to do it, right?
yeah. It's always like this. So I think it's about how they're gonna protect their own culture value or something like that. Because for Chinese, they always think that your body is given by your parents. So if you're hurting your body, you're hurting your parents. This is what the traditional Chinese really believe in. And that's what my mom say to me all the time, why you're gonna hurt your body, give your body to you, something like that. So, and for foreign, I think in the foreign country first, it's because of the tattoo industry already developed in a way that's so big that it's quite generally accepted. And even though like there's still a lot of like prison tattoo and stuff like that, and the tattoo industry in other countries like Australia, US, UK is so big that it's actually a big event there and a big culture there. And even they have tattoo like they wear the tattoo in some office space, they can still work in like big company, they can still work in service industry. But in Hong Kong, it's not as much. But now it's improving. I definitely say it's now improving. Because a lot of people, like young generation, has a more wide acceptance on getting tattoos. And since the older people are getting older, so they can't
They're gonna
really
die
say no.
eventually. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
so they can't really say no. So it's actually building up the tattoo culture in Hong Kong, which is quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so a little bit small chats about yourself, about Hong Kong. What's your favorite transportation?
Definitely ferry. I enjoy riding on ferries so much. If you're not going to the island, even Star Ferry, I think it's really enjoyable because you can enjoy the moment that you're just floating on the water, like up and down a little bit. But of course, because I don't get seasick, you get seasick, it may not be a good one for you. And it's fine with the breeze, like with the breeze, and then you just enjoy the moment. So it's quite quiet, just no one talking also on the ferry. Usually people falling asleep, they listen to music, and you can watch the scenery ocean. It's quite comfortable.
Okay, cool. I tell people my favorite transportation is the tram
Well, if on land, the tram.
because it's
Sure.
so quiet, right?
Yeah, I think the same
And it's
thing.
going kind of slow,
Yeah,
so you're like, okay, there's not too much craziness going
yeah.
around.
But if the peak hour is quite packed though.
Yeah. Well, I avoid the tram when it's during peak hours.
Yeah, I like the tram a lot, but uh, if you have
So instead, you can go from Hong Kong Island to Kowloon, and it's a less than a 10-minute
and
ride.
drive.
You probably won't get seasick unless you're super sensitive, but you get to see this amazing seafront, and it's really, really nice. What's your favorite Hong Kong food?
Seafood,
Seafood.
seafood. Because in Hong Kong, the best thing is you don't need to transport far to get seafood. Like some people they may think that in Australia we have seafood also, but you always get the one that's already processed. But in Hong Kong, we are also like for example on the island that is not too far from the main city, that you can just go to the wet market and you'll see that they are alive in the basket, and then you can just grab them and go to the restaurant, cook them. So they're fresh and they're really, really tasty when they just cook when they're fresh. And that's why I really like seafood in Hong Kong because it's easy to get and it's so fresh.
And how do you like your fish to be done, to be cooked?
Skin,
Steam,
skin
right?
is the best.
In Hong Kong, a lot of we steam our fish. We don't deep fry it.
No, only when they are like dead.
Yeah.
You get it? Because you don't want to taste the unfresh taste of the meat, then you deep fry it or pan fry it or something and make a lot of sauce on it. But if they're fresh from the water, you just steam it, and then they will taste originally sweet.
Cool.
Fresh.
All right. Okay, I think we're running a little bit over time, but hey, guys, I'm done with my questions, and we're gonna do a little walk around. But before that, we can take a few questions if you have any for Carmen, and I will pick up some that's interesting. Okay, first one from Leela. Do you tattoo yourself?
Yes. When we practice, one of the things that we need to do is tattooing ourselves, so that we would know how deep the needle should go and how would it affect the aim and the result. So yes, we do need to tattoo ourselves to make sure we know what's happening. And for me, I'm lucky because I didn't tattoo myself much. I only tattoo myself twice. And for some of my colleagues, they tattoo whole side for practice.
Did you just do it for fun, or?
No, it's just practicing. If you have any new skills you want to practice, you can't always practicing on your client, so you practice on yourself.
Okay. Have you ever done the Tree of Life tattoo?
I did twice.
Twice.
Tree of Life is yeah, I think twice.
Okay. How many tattoos do you have on yourself?
How many?
How many?
If you like about how many times, I guess, then it's 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11, 12. But
12.
this piece is kind of joining the whole thing by different artists. So for myself, I'll count it one.
Okay. And someone was asking if you get paid well being a tattoo artist in Hong Kong.
Do I get paid well?
Yeah.
Depends on where you work. And some area they charge lower. We charge in the middle range. And the way I got paid is I share with the shop. I'm not going to tell how much, but yeah, I share with the shop of what I earn. And I know some area they may just pay them with salary, and because I'm not the shop owner, so I don't earn everything that I make here. And so it's hard to say. It really depends on how your shop runs and what's the deal you with the owner. But basically, not bad, I would say, because now the culture is also growing, so a lot more people is getting tattoos. Charge in the middle, we don't really bring, and
And what is your favorite? Who is your favorite tattoo artist in the world?
in the world, that is so many. For now, it's because I enjoy portrait so much, and there is a tattoo artist called Nico. How to pronounce it? He's from US. He's a very famous artist for
Niku Niku?
I forgot how to, because I'm really, really bad in names. So if I forget names,
It shows you how much she likes her because she can't even remember her name.
yeah, I'm
Just
sorry.
kidding.
I don't even, sometimes I don't even remember my friend's name. So.
Oh, Nico Hurtado.
Yeah.
Hurtado.
I really know, yeah. Hurtado, yeah.
Okay. People know their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Nico Hurtado.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really famous though. I met him once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Japan.
Cool.
When Japan conference.
Okay. And what are the most common body parts that you would tattoo on? Guys versus girls?
Like shoulder, chest.
Okay.
Girls is always tiny. Most of the time it's tiny. So ankle, wrist,
Mhm.
finger.
Mhm.
We do not suggest finger tattoo for your record.
Why?
Because it's so easy to fade out, and it's not gonna stay good. I mean, this is skin stretching and breaking skin and things like that. It's rubbing too much. Not careful. And back of the ear for girls.
A little bit more discreet, right? for the girls?
Yeah, usually they want to hide it or they want something tiny to see.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me just plug in this. And I know you guys have been paying patient and all that. So, and I know you guys are curious about Carmen's tattoo. So maybe we should show some of her tattoo.
Okay.
But no, she's not going to get naked. Don't have naughty thoughts.
Sadly, I'm not wearing the shorts today.
Okay, so this is one on her tattoo. You want to tell a little story about
This is from a Spanish artist. His name is G. Rio. I forgot. See, I'm really bad in names. Anything simple, I'll remember. So G is a very special artist on Japanese tattoos. He do kind of like comic style and a little bit cuter style of the Japanese style tattoo. And his coloring is amazing.
I think it's like, okay, you don't have to move. I see something on the back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is another one. I saw her posting on Facebook. That's two birds.
Yeah, it's 2 hummingbirds
Hummingbird.
with a red cross on the body. So they are first aid hummingbirds.
First aid hummingbirds.
Yeah, so that's why they're having like needles in their mouth and so at night. So they like saving people.
Does it represent you?
Yeah, sort of.
Why is there two birds? Who's that?
They don't normally use humming so
Oh, you mean hummingbirds?
yeah. So I think I'm like one is too lonely, so two is helping each other because the birthday is quite teamwork some of the time.
Cute. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else we can show?
Wow, it's hard to.
Okay, maybe on the back. This is a big ass one.
Yeah, this is the one that I would say is one thing. It's a big Chinese word, but sorry
It's
that
hard to
I can't take off
show.
my tag.
Yeah, it's hard to show. But what word is that?
It means work hard, the word, but then I have some background around it, things like that.
Cool.
So, sorry, those are quite covered.
Okay, so let's do a little walk around in the shop as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
I guess from the doorway.
Sure.
So internet, some good here. All right. So someone, yeah.
This is a collection of my boss from his friends around the world. So they're all very famous artists. And people.
I like how the lamp is.
Yeah, my boss is like antique style furniture collector. So he collects things around the world and put it in the shop.
Okay.
This is the writing from a Japanese calligraphy, like brush calligraphy artist. So he writes this for us.
The back of the tattoo on her back is actually a Chinese character. What was the character?
It's fun. Fun.
Oh, it's the word fun. In English, it's what? Working hard?
Work hard, exert yourself somewhere.
Yeah, exert yourself. It's a big word, so you're only seeing parts of it. Okay, and it's like it's like
It's a new resting area.
Yeah. Okay, this is the reception. It's pretty cool.
We have candies here, just in case anyone like feel like pass out, and we will offer them candy to make sure they can
Okay.
stay for the hotel.
This is the tattoo bed, or what do we call it?
That's
Pretty comfy. This is okay. How many tattoo artists work here?
Full time, 4, part time, another 4.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
total
okay.
we have
Quite a bit. So there's a chair. What else is interesting? Let's see. There's a lot of drafts here. I see, right?
that's my station, so kind of messy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I have all my appointment drawings and things like that that I keep here.
Yeah. Cool. And these are your stuff?
These two is my drawing, but these are also different.
Which one is your drawing? This one?
This one,
Okay.
this one.
That's your drawing. Cute. What kind of music do you like when you do tattoo? Someone was asking.
Anything that's slow.
Anything that's slow.
Yeah, my boss likes jazz, and I like some country or indie music.
Okay. I'm guessing this is another artist
Yeah, this
station.
is from another full-time artist. His name is Min, Y-I-N. He is black and gray artist and specializes in sketching and
Okay.
more dark style.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did I spell it too?
Okay. Yeah. It smokes. Sounds good for you kids. All right. And then I guess this is one of the machines, right?
This is the power box, so it's for giving power to the machine, and then we can adjust how hard.
Station. Guys, I'm holding the ridiculously big iPad. It has a Christmas card that says "Fuck you, Merry Christmas." Interesting.
It's from the president.
Okay.
You see a lot there.
Some ink. There's a Biden. And then,
No, that's not real. Just in case you think.
oh, is that fake?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'd be cooler if it's real. Getting tats, Sean? No, I don't know what to get yet. I haven't decided. I'm still figuring things out. This is like a cool mirror.
Yeah.
What is this?
Mahon.
It's a horse. What do you call it? You know, the thing you put on the horse.
And
You should get a tattoo when I get 3K followers. I think I need 10K followers to get a tattoo, guys. Come on. All right.
Just to get it to
Yeah. Well, if I get a tattoo, it'll definitely be from Carmen. Yeah.
do a live.
A saddle,
Say it
yeah.
on live.
Yeah. Well, I can scope about it, but it's gonna take like 6 hours of scoping. I don't know if you guys would actually have interest to watch that. This is cute. This is another station, right?
Yeah, this is the station of my boss apprentice.
Okay. Cool. All right. So. Okay, I think we're pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. We're gonna have a quick chat with Carmen, but